testing out the SHOKZ OpenRun Pro 2 for the past couple of weeks, and I have to say, these are not your average pair of headphones. They are bone conduction sport headphones with an open-ear design, dual drivers, and a super lightweight frame that actually stays put while staying active. If you are into running, cycling, hitting the gym, or even just commuting and want to stay aware of your surroundings while still enjoying your music, this might be exactly what you're looking for. Let's dive in. The packaging is pretty nice, simple, minimal, and effective, just the way I like it. Inside the box, you get the earphones themselves, USB Type-C charging cable, and the usual paperwork. What stands out is this hard shell carrying case. It's sleek, feels high quality, and makes it super convenient to take these on the go. If you're thinking of picking these up, Shokz is currently running a spring sale, so you can grab them at a discounted price. Check out the links and show notes in the video description down below for the latest deals and more information. One of the standout features here is obviously the open-ear design. These don't go into your ears at all. Instead, they rest just in front of your ears, delivering sound through bone conduction while still letting in the ambient sounds around you. It's a strange concept if you've never tried it, but it works, and it works surprisingly well. The frame is made of this nickel titanium alloy memory wire, which keeps things flexible but durable. It bends and twists easily, but snaps back into shape without any issues. Plus, it's got an IP55 rating, so it's resistant to sweat, dust, and occasional rain splash, perfect for sports use. When it comes to fit and comfort, I've mostly been using the OpenRun Pro 2 for cycling and just walking around. Basically, anytime I want to listen to something, but still be aware of what's happening around me. And honestly, these feel almost unnoticeable. The first time I wore them, I actually had to double check if they were still on my head. They are that light. The design wraps around the back of your head with these flexible ear hooks that sit gently but securely, and I've never felt any pressure or discomfort, even during longer rides. They don't move around, they don't slip, and I didn't feel or hear any weird vibrations, even when I cranked the volume up. It's one of those things where you kind of forget you're wearing them until the music stops. For casual use or active movement like cycling, they're just really comfortable and easy to wear all day. Now let's talk about sound quality, and honestly, I was impressed. For something that doesn't go into your ears, the OpenRun Pro 2 delivers surprisingly good audio. Whether I was cycling, walking around the city, or just out for a stroll, the sound was always clear and full. You get crisp highs, detailed mids, and even a bit of bass presence, which is kind of wild for an open-ear design. In the Shokz app, you can choose between different EQ modes like standard, vocal, bass boost, and treble boost. I personally used standard mode most of the time, but bass boost does give the audio a nice little punch, especially when you're in busier or noisier environments. You can also create your own custom EQ and save it as a preset, which is a nice bonus if you want to fine-tune the sound to your liking. Even at higher volume settings, the sound stayed clean, and I didn't notice any distortion or weird vibration. Just solid, consistent audio that made music, podcasts, playlists, and even YouTube videos enjoyable no matter where I was. One of the biggest reasons I've really come to appreciate the OpenRun Pro 2 is the open-ear design, especially when I'm cycling. If you've seen any of my e-bike videos, you already know that I take road safety seriously. And honestly, using in-ear headphones while riding can be risky. You often can't hear if there is a car coming up behind you or someone trying to pass, and that can lead to dangerous situations. With these, that's never a problem. I can clearly hear cars, traffic, people, and everything around me, while still enjoying my music or a podcast. It feels a lot safer, and it just gives me peace of mind when I'm on the road. So for anyone who rides regularly, whether it's an e-bike or a regular bike, an open-ear design like this isn't just a nice to have. I would honestly say it's a must. It lets you stay connected to your surroundings without sacrificing your audio experience, and that's a huge deal when safety is involved. Speaking of phone calls, this part surprised me. The OpenRun Pro 2 has dual microphones that are wind resistant, and Shokz uses an AI noise reduction algorithm that filters out up to 96.5% of background noise. I actually tested this while riding my e-bike at about 25 km per hour, and the call quality was crystal clear on both ends. No wind interference, no muffled voice, just clean audio. If you take calls on the go, this will make your life easier.
Test 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is an audio test 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Battery life is solid, 12 hours on a full charge, which easily got me through several workouts and commutes without thinking about charging. And if you ever forget to charge them, the fast charging is a lifesaver. Just 5 minutes gives you about 2.5 hours of playback. I've actually used this multiple times when I was rushing out of the door. The Shokz app has a clean layout and is really easy to use. Besides audio tuning I've mentioned before, you've got full control over multi-point pairing, which means you can connect to 2 devices at once. You can also adjust prompt settings like the language of the voice prompts, their volume, and whether you want them more subtle or more prominent. You can even toggle between light and dark mode in the app depending on your preference. It also shows your battery status and gives you access to firmware updates. Super handy for keeping things up to date without plugging into anything. So after using the Shokz OpenRun Pro 2 daily for a couple of weeks, here is the verdict. Pros: the open-air design is legit. It keeps you aware and comfortable. The audio quality, thanks to that dual driver setup, is better than any bone conduction headphones I've used before. They are lightweight, stay in place, and the battery life is reliable. Add a fast charging, clear calls, and app control, and yeah, it's a strong package. The only downside, if you're looking for noise isolation, these aren't for you. But that's kind of the point. They are designed for people who want to stay connected to the world around them. If you have never tried bone conduction headphones, this is a fantastic place to start. And if you already have a previous Shokz model, this is a pretty worthwhile upgrade, especially for the audio improvements and comfort. For runners, cyclists, gym goers, and even just people who want to stay safe while walking or commuting, these headphones absolutely deliver. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.